Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm Jan Copeland, the founder of the She's an Unstoppable Agent group, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Um, if you are here on the replay, please give me a 1 in the comments so that I can thank you for stopping by and connect with you. And what is going on with my shirt here? There you go. Okay. Anyway, I'm Jan Copeland, your real estate coach, specifically and only for women agents who are on their path to multiple six-figure income. And today I am resurrecting our Woohoo Wednesday. I always like to have fun. Woohoo Wednesday mini trainings. All right. And today is how to make an extra $100,000 this year. It's a big topic, but you'll stick with me. If you're closing deals, and you're loving helping buyers and sellers, making money, yay, and congratulations, okay? But if you're kind of teetering on overwhelm, that's actually the topic of today specifically. If you're teetering on overwhelm and wondering how to manage it all, you're who I'm here to help. You're here in this group who I want to help to make more money with more ease. Getting rid of the hunt and hustle. That is what I'm going to deliver to you within this group every Wednesday. All right. So I want you to make more money, have more confidence with less stress and less giving up of yourself, less sacrifice, less stress, less drama. Okay. Give me a 2 in the comments if that sounds good to you. Give me a 2 in the comments if that sounds good to you. So I'm Jan Copeland. I have been a realtor for almost 17 years now, over a decade, top agent, top team, and I sold my business for a total package of multiple $100,000, and I became a coach 5 years ago. And I have discovered a revolutionary approach specifically for women agents that gets you away from the numbers, crazy chaos of life, because it was my ascension. So I've taken this time off since, I don't think I've been with you since November. I've taken this time off to dig a little deeper into my existing Unstoppable Income and Impact program that has already had many dozens of you making more money. Some went from $50,000 to $120,000. I had one person who went from $700,000 to $1.3 million. I had another person who went from, what was it? It was 113 to 234. Okay. So I know my program works and it has always worked, but I wanted to dig a little deeper. Okay. So that's what the work that I've been doing while I was away since November, meaning not coming here live. I've been working on bringing you something even better that is going to help even more of you. All right. So the whole premise is that to really understand that you are a CEO and step into your role as that CEO, as an entrepreneur, because too many awesome women are keeping themselves in the hunt and hustle. And I'm like, you can be free from that. You can be free from that. So I'm going to be sharing with you how to do that. And I really just took some time, and I'm excited to share with you my ascension plan, my approach to how I went to just under $1 million a year. And I never was more joy filled. I had a life. I had fun. I had freedom. That's what's available to you. And I'm actually going to have for you the week of February 7th a special free 5-day training. 5-day training. And let me see what I called it. I should know this, but it's your Unstoppable Year Business Accelerator. Your Unstoppable Year Business Accelerator. It is a 5-day, so I'll be with you Monday, the February 7th, Tuesday, February 8th, and on. And it's for you if you want to make an extra $100,000 this year. So if that's you, if you want to make an extra $100,000 this year, even if you have nothing in as of right now, you could make $250,000 or more, even if you have nothing in. It's all possible, and it's even more than possible if you believe it. But all right, so my approach is calm, confidence, and grace filled. And as you get to know me, you'll know exactly what that means. Right now, it might sound kind of nebulous, but it's pretty deep and it's pretty amazing. But we're not chasing FISBOs. There's no cold calling involved. There's no door knocking. There's no craziness involved at all. It brings you freedom. You feel light, more fun, and more money, more funds in your pocket. So, I want to give you a taste of it within this 5-day offering that is your Unstoppable Year Business Accelerator. So, if you want in on that free training, just write "Get me in the comments. Get me in the comments. It's a free special training opportunity that I don't know that I'm going to offer in this way ever again. So you definitely want to get in. And I'm also going to be coming to you starting today, every day for the next 10 days. I'm going to be sharing with you snippets that kind of give you a behind the scenes look as to what you're going to get when you're inside. But today, I want to bring you how to end overwhelm and indulgence in chaos. So I want you to give me a 3 in the comments. Give me a 3 in the comments if you have indulged in some chaos and overwhelm. In fact, give me a 4 if you have felt overwhelmed in the last 10 days. Give me a 4 in the comments if you have felt overwhelmed in the last 10 days. All right. 3 steps to reducing overwhelm and eventually get rid of it altogether. All right. You ready? Give me a 5 if you're ready for the 3 steps. 5, 5, 5. I wish I could see the comments. I don't know. I have to get back into this. Okay, there you go. Denise says you can hear me. Rebecca, get me in. Christina, get me in. Awesome. All right. Claudia, thank you for joining me. All right. Number 1, 3 ways to get rid of overwhelm and stop indulging in chaos, right? Number 1, decide, ladies, decide that overwhelm is just a thought. I'm very big on words. Words are super powerful, ladies, right? And so when I am coaching my clients, we talk about the importance of the words that we use when we're in an appointment, in a listing appointment, working with buyers. Words are very powerful. Well, guess where the words come from? The words come from our thoughts. So stick with me. When you decide that overwhelm is just a thought, then you can say, well, what if I chose to have another thought? What if I rejected that thought? And I say, I'm not overwhelmed. I might feel overwhelmed, ladies. Listen, here's the difference. You might feel overwhelmed, but is that real? Am I really overwhelmed? Right? So this is what we're getting at. So instead, you could say, your thought could be, I know it seems like I have a lot, but I got this. I can manage this. And it's a maturity, right? I'm accepting 100% responsibility for my results. And so I can indulge in overwhelm, or I can say, I'm an adult, I'm mature, I might feel overwhelmed, there might be a lot, seemingly, but I'm going to reject that as as how I'm going to react, because I'm not overwhelmed, I can figure this out, okay? And how does that feel? If you say, like what I have here is, it's a lot, but I can calm the beast. I can figure out a solution. So it's you accepting responsibility and saying, no, I'm not overwhelmed. I'm going to reject that thought. When you decide to reject overwhelm, then you're making progress, right? Awareness, they always say, is very important. So just a thought you told yourself that you were overwhelmed, and you chose to believe it, and then have feelings that created an action, or many times with overwhelm and chaos, inaction. And when you allow that, ladies, that is when your result of success, of moving forward, is halted. And that's what you call feeling stuck. So many times when we feel stuck, it is something that you absolutely have power over that. Okay, and I'm going to dig deeper into that, into this, your Unstoppable Year 5-day business accelerator. But if it's just a thought, you can choose another thought. It takes intention and commitment. And I want you to think about that. No doubt you chose. What is this? I have this thing. No doubt you chose for yourself a goal for 2022. I hope you have, and if you haven't, check the guide 2 or 3 in here where all my mini trainings are, and I went over business planning. Okay, but it takes intention and commitment. Do you have a clear goal that you're working toward, so that you can be excited and dedicated, all in, committed to it? Because if so, it will be easier for you to move toward that path, to move toward that goal, and reject the indulgence, if you will, in drama and overwhelm, because that's really what it is. Okay, so you catch yourself, you reject the thought of overwhelm, and then you choose another thought that gets you into action. All right, number 2, be mature. I'm saying that word a lot. It's I love that. It's one of my favorite words right now, ladies. And what I found, because I launched my CEO Agent Mastermind with some fabulous women who the minimum criteria to get in there is you have to make at least 100,000, 2 years in a row, and have a firm desire to move to $1 million a year. And within there, I've been using the word mature because we have to clean up a lot of junk, because we're in the hunt and hustle when we get started, right? To make your first 50,000 a year, you have to get in the hunt and hustle. But then from there, you graduated, right? And so then you learn a new way. And it's a more mature way. It's a more calm, assured, inevitable, my big success is inevitable kind of approach. So the step 2 is to be mature and get a pen and paper, or if you like to type it on the laptop, and give yourself an honest assessment of all the items that are overwhelming your brain. Just get it on paper. Okay, so that's being honest. What is it? And many of my clients who are making my average client makes $202,430, $202,430. That's my average client. I looked at the stats from last year. That's amazing. So I'm working with some really great women. All right, and many times when they're in overwhelm, when I say, what is it that you're overwhelmed about? It's really not that much. But some of it is, I have to clean my house. I'm tired of my house looking like crazy. It's just something hanging over my head. Okay, well, I think you could get cleaners. Because ladies, when you are a CEO, an entrepreneur, it's all about priorities. So step 2 is when you are mature and honest and write down everything that's lingering in the background. I have to clean my house. I never know what to cook for dinner. And all the other things that you want to accomplish for your business, such as showing up to become a listing queen versus being in with buyers all the time, right? You want to change that. Showing up so that I can work with more of my favorite clients. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that should be your priorities, ladies. So take about 15 minutes, write it down, everything that's on your mind. And then you prioritize that list of things that you wrote down, putting it up against what is most of those items, what is most in alignment with your goals. And that's why I mentioned a few moments ago the importance of the clarity that you have, that you are working toward a goal, that you have a purpose that you're working toward, right? So it's important that it's aligned with your goals, and that if it's not, you can see that is what causes the spin and overwhelm, right? Because you have a bunch of things that are overwhelming you that have nothing to do with your goal, right? So it's just superfluous. Like, oh, well, somebody said that I should sign up for, Google something, or Zillow, or Realtor, or all these other things, all these shiny objects. Ladies, you don't even need a website. You're not getting your deals from your website. But I'm getting into other things. But the priority is connection, always. The quickest path to cash is conversation. So that should definitely be high at your priority list. What's getting in the way? What are you babysitting that you really shouldn't be babysitting anymore, right? Number 3, If you're ready for the number 3, give me a 7. Give me a 7 in the comments if you're ready for number 3. You want to take that prioritized list, grab your calendar, and be very specific with deciding when you're going to do maybe your top 2 things. With my top clients who are making well over $500,000 a year, every time we get together, I say, what are your top 2 priorities? Ladies, no matter what level you are right now, what are your top 2 priorities? Do you know? Can you rattle them off the top of your head right now? If you can't, then turn everything off when we're done here, and I want you to really think about that. Ladies, we are mature CEOs. It's not going to be up to my broker, right? The money that I created when I was an agent with a top team was not due to any training that I got from my broker. Absolutely not. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to you. You're creating your money. You're creating your results, right? So the third step is to get clear with your calendar on, okay, my top priority was, let's say, for example, my top priority is to deep dive into my first pillar. And I believe you should have 2 pillars of lead gen. So the first pillar is always what? Your past clients, your cheerleaders and champions, whether they've used you or not, they're going to refer you, because pillar 1 is to get you repeat business and to get you referrals. So if that is one of your priorities, because we know, ladies, that if you're looking at the annual National Association of Realtors client survey of, not client, but buyers and sellers of that year and what they were looking for, you'll see that over 94%, I think it was 94.3%, people who bought and sold said, yes, I would use my realtor again. Isn't that awesome? But the problem is most agents don't have a plan. They don't have their pillars, and they don't have their plan together of how you're going to continue over delivering to that pillar 1 group of people, so that they will call you and use you again, and so that they will excitedly refer you, right? Without you saying, hi, could you please refer me? Which is weird. Okay? And I cover all of that. All right. So you want to get specific. So with step number 3, if your priority is to really cater to and over deliver to that pillar 1 of past clients and cheerleaders and champions, people who are in your market, who are ready to refer you, excited to refer you, who've used you before, who want to use you again, then you could say, I want to put together a VIP plan for the year, for example. How many, and so you'll say, I'm going to take 30 minutes tomorrow from 10 to 10:30, and instead of just writing pillar 1, and then you get there and you're like, shoot, what the heck am I doing with this? No, you're going to get very specific and clear. And you're going to say, create VIP plan for the year. And then maybe, am I doing 1 or 2 VIP parties? Am I going to have special VIP seating at a regular event that already happens in my market? Am I going to drop by with pop buys once a quarter, once a month? How often am I going to email them? Right? So getting very clear on your calendar with a time that you're going to do something and exactly what you're going to do. Give me a 10 if this makes sense. Give me a 10 in the comments if this makes sense. Right? Because time blocking, first of all, it's just stupid. It's passé. And I say that because it's overused. Oh, just time block and all your troubles will just go away. Baloney. You need more depth than that. All right? So your brain is cluttered with stuff. And we need to get it out of your brain onto a piece of paper. I love paper. Like, is anybody else loving notebooks as much as me? Like, I'm obsessed. And I do write a lot. I go through pens. But I digress. You want to move your business forward. So calendaring your priorities in specificity, in detail form. Like every Tuesday for a half hour, I'm going to focus on my pillar 1. I'm going to, maybe for the first week or 2, I'm going to work on devising the plan And then for the rest of the year, during that time, I'm going to execute. What we need to do more of is execute, taking action, rather than let me watch another training and let me kind of think about this a little bit, but not really execute. We have to execute. All right. So, lastly, as you do these three things, okay, you want to be making decisions based on where you're going. That's what CEOs do. That's what successful entrepreneurs do. We're not going to make decisions based on where you are now, because obviously that will keep you where you are. You're going to make decisions based on where you're going, ladies. Does that make sense? If you want to double your income this year, or you want to make the same income and work less hours, right? Okay, well, you have to be focused on that. You have to be focused on that and make decisions that are in alignment with that goal. All right. We want to do things to simplify our lives. I make no bones about it. The domestic gene I did not get. I love decor. I love decorating, but none of my meals turn out. It's like I look on Pinterest, I look in the cookbook, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try this. It never works out. So I'm getting Tavala, and I'm all excited because the meals are going to come. I'm going to pop them in, and I'm going to eat healthy. Okay? I'm doing that to simplify my life, right? And, I have a house cleaner, so I don't have to worry about that. And how about this, ladies? Regularizing your hair appointments. Ding, 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 something so easy. And your nails. Now, I don't do my nails, but if I did, I would say to my nail person, I would like to come in and do my nails, the second Thursday of every month, right? The second Thursday of every month, so that it's regularized. You want to regularize. We're talking about how to decrease overwhelm, ladies, and stop, this chaotic life. Well, then talk to your hairdresser and say, hey, I'd like to come in every 6 weeks at 12, right? You regularize your schedule. Now, the bonus that I'm going to include in the Your Unstoppable Year Business Accelerator the week of February 7th is we're going to go deep in standards and boundaries and protecting yourself, protecting your time, because time and energy are our biggest, commodity that we allow others to rule. We allow others to rule our calendar. Oh, you want to see a house? When do you want to see it? No. Oh, okay, great. I would love to show it to you. Here's when. Is this better or this better? So again, decide that overwhelm is a thought, and you can decide to think another thought. Step 1. Step 2, write down honestly that which is overwhelming you, and then create the prioritized list based on which are in most alignment with your goal, okay, with your goals for the year. And ladies, because we're women and our businesses are so close to our personal life, they're really one. And that's how I coach you, that it's everything. So with your goal, how does your business goal relate to your personal goal? Are they in alignment? We have to make sure that our personal goals and business goals are in alignment so that we don't constantly feel guilty when we're doing one, right, and not the other. And then once you have these things prioritized, what I forgot to mention is you pick the first 2, and the others will get pushed forward in your calendar, or maybe they'll be scratched off altogether because they're not in alignment with your goals. And so get them off your brain. I'm done. I'm not going to work on my website. Scratch. I'm going to save money, and I'm going to know, and time, and because I know my clients aren't created for my website. For example, my clients are created from my connecting, from my making people feel important, from really understanding what they need and over delivering. That's how you're making money, ladies, and that's how you're creating more money. And then thirdly, grab your calendar, those 2 big priorities, get them in your calendar, and with specific details. You want to have specific details in there. Remember how I gave the example? So, give me a 20. If you're sick of overwhelm, if you're sick of feeling like your life is chaotic and you're going to join, so give me that, 20. And you can either write 20 or get me in, and I will get you all the information you need, and you'll be hearing more about it. You're my VIPs in here, so you're kind of the inner circle. So you found out about that first. So it's the week of February 7th. And that's it. Let me see if anybody has any questions. Hey, Mary, how you doing? I wonder why it was cutting out. I'm sorry, mine, I don't know. Is it recorded? Absolutely, it's recorded. It's going to come back here and watch it. All right. All right. All right, ladies. I will get you in whether you're here live or on the recording. And I want to thank you for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow. Just as for the next 10 days, I'm excited. I want as many women agents in here to jump into both this group and to my special business accelerator, Your Unstoppable Year, the week of February 7th, because I want to be there seeing your big smile, enjoying your life and making more money. I want you to have a great day. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.